All right, so I just got back in town and I'm losing my voice. Uh, got sick right when I got back in town, and if you haven't heard on the news, Nebraska's flooded everywhere, so it's been really crazy around here. But had a good time and visiting family, and then seeing my son just on fire for God right now. He's like, Dad, I need to know what books I need to start off on. And I was like, well, if you're going to start off on any books, we're going to start you off right. So we went down to Calvary Chapel of Albuquerque. If you ever heard of Skip Heitzig, he pastors that church, and they have a great, great bookstore there. And I said, here's the three books you need. You got your King James Bible? And he's like, yes, because he's used to King James. Like I said, it was King James only for a long time. So he's used to that. He can read it, which is great. And I said, what you need is just get you. And now I'm kind of getting used to using Kindle books. He's not there yet. He likes paper. Like if I can have my way, everything would be hardback. It'd be paper, something I can that's tangible, something I can feel. And I told him, well, let's go to the bookstore. And what you need is a Strong's Concordance. Get the strongest concordance, what they have now, that go along with your King James Bible. So that way, if you have problems with some words and definitions, you can look it up and it kind of give you some Hebrew and Greek background there. And then I also said you're definitely going to need Walter Martin's book on the kingdom of the cults. So he got that book. And then he also got Josh McDowell's Evidence That Demands a Verdict, because he's dealing with a lot of people that are either New Age or atheist or lies in that camp. So he wants a lot of apologetic work. I said, those are like encyclopedias, bud. You can study one thing at a time. And he's been reading his Bible like crazy. But I just wanted to put that as a praise report before the video. But what we have before us is something you've seen me review, and this is the milk chocolate turquoise. Very nice Bible. This thing has blown me away as far as the leather. You can see, I use natural light. The lighting is not the best in here, but it is natural. So I'm trying to get that natural look with the camera, and it seems like it's doing a pretty decent job of that. So what you're seeing on the video is really, really close to what you're going to see in person. Of course, it's going to pick up minute details that my eye or the human eye won't pick up, because it is um, like any cell phone, it does try to pick up that ultra HD effect. So, like as far as ghosting and stuff like that's a lot worse on a video than it really is with your naked eye. But anyways, you can. One thing I was talking about is this leather has impressed me so much, because it's something that you don't have to worry about scratching it, but it's so soft. And the more you use it, the softer it gets. And literally, I've only had this a week, or a week, 2 weeks at the most, something like that, and it's just getting more butter soft, but it's still super thick. I mean, it's a really nice leather. Well, there's going to be three colors out, and I finally got the second one in here to review. And then when the dark chocolate comes out, I'll have that one to review. But this one has really impressed me. Let me get this one out of the way safely, because these are the Bibles that I've always liked. The turquoise. I was just in the past when I had a turquoise, it was Cambridge, and it was back when they still printed them, I believe, in the UK, or they might have even printed them. I can't think of the place now. Belarus, maybe it was, but I think they printed them in the UK. And the goat skin, everything they used for it was just bad materials. So when I'd buy a turquoise back then, you spent a lot of money, and it wouldn't last you even a year. So I wouldn't really use them. But now that they have young blood and all that, I mean, just great stuff. But when I the one I ordered just had a small flaw where it wasn't cut. I said that in the last video, so I sent it back, and I just figured, since I got these for review, I'll just keep these. And I actually like these overall. I like these better because of the cover. I would say the paper is definitely or I wouldn't say like a lot better, but it is better on the Cambridge. The paper for the turquoise is quite a bit better. But there's not a huge difference. This is still very nice paper. But look at this cranberry. This is what they call the cranberry. Now, if I do this and it gets away from the natural light, it looks kind of orangish. It's not at all. It's a really dark, there you go. If you can see, it's a dark cranberry. It really looks like you're looking at a cranberry. But here's what I want to show you is just that grain. This one has a lot of grain. So you're going to have differentiations on each one that you get as far as the grain. Like, look how deep. That is beautiful. Look how deep this river grain is right here. It comes right here. But this is a really deep area where the grain is. Now, I'm not going to go through this too much, because this ain't a full review. This is just my first impressions. But what I've noticed with this color is it just makes the grain pop out. So if you're a person that's really likes aesthetics and you want a really good durable cover, known by, it's a well-known publisher that makes tanks. When it comes to Bibles, it's going to last a long way. And you're looking to get a turquoise. If this color is something that's pleasing to you, you like it. I will say that this color seems to bring out more of the grain and gives it more of a richer look. So it's really nice. But other than that, if you haven't seen my other video, you might want to go and check it out because I haven't broke this in, so I have to be very careful because it's, of course, what you want to do with these Bibles. Break them in before you use them. That way they last you they say, from what I understand and have read, Oxford said it could add 5 to 10 times the lifespan to the spine if you break the Bible in first before you use it. So like I said, I won't go through it too much, but you do have your concordance, and you do have a lot of pages for notes. I think it's going to be the same as the other one, and it looks like it is. Yeah, so you're gonna have your notes, and then you're gonna have your Cambridge maps and your map index before that. But yeah, just a quick overview, guys. This thing is beautiful. I like how it looks right there, but it's a little bit darker than what you're seeing. Just a tad bit. I mean, think of cranberry, a real cranberry, and that's exactly what it looks like. AA Leather that does the covers for these, they nail it. And of course, it comes also with the same color ribbons. Beautiful. And found out they're not Beresfords from my last review just by looking at them, but guys, they're just as good. I noticed the Beresford does have a little bit more of like a sparkle to it that you see with maybe natural light or really bright light, but other than that, there's really no difference as far as the thickness and the quality and what it feels like. And I really like that. And this one, these ribbons here, they don't seem to move as much like a Beresford does. So I think that's just due to the texturing on the side compared to the texturing on the Beresford. I would say Beresfords are better all around, but these are just right up there with them. I would say a Beresford's a 10. If I gave Beresford a 10, this would be like a 9. So it's not like a huge difference at all. If I don't even think anybody would really notice. I didn't notice until I actually compared it, and then I was like, oh, it's not a Beresford, so it's not a big difference. Anyways, guys, so that's just a quick overview, but this cranberry color, let's look at that spine, and these hubs, the way they just tool all that, and when I do the review, I'll get up closer, and but let's see what it looks like real quick next to the brown. Let me pick up that brown one again, put it next to it. So that way you guys can make up your mind on which one you'd want to get. Now, both of them are absolutely beautiful. If you like brown, you definitely won't be disappointed with this one. I can't wait to see what the dark chocolate looks like, but the milk chocolate's absolutely fantastic. This has more of a like what I would say, how grain exploded. Same here, but this one, it seems like the grain's closer together. I like that, and I also like this. So this is like, if you end up really liking this, and for the price, you might want to pick up two if you end up want to stick in maybe to a certain text or layout. And I'm used to the turquoise. I used to use the Concord, and like I said, I use the turquoise. So I'm used to the layout, and I kind of remember like where John 3:16 is, and I remember that every chapter starts on the same page of another book, and I'm used to that. I think actually the books are different. Let me see. It's been a while, but I didn't have a lot of options when I was King James only, so a lot of this stuck with me. Let's go to end of First Kings, and I'll wrap this up and see. I think Second Kings doesn't even start on its own page, if I remember right, but we'll find out here. Let's see here. Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't start on its own page. So there's not a separate page. Not a big deal to me. Might be to you, but really, here's the color difference. And let me show you this. This is going to be there's a good realistic look of it. Just a little bit darker than this. No, I guess that's about right. It's real close. And you can see that this grain is closer together. And this one doesn't have any really dark, deep scarring. But the funny thing is, if you thought of any other Bible, like calfskin or goatskin, you'd say this is deep scarring or natural grain. But this one here, this one feels a little bit softer. Maybe it's just because of the way it's dyed right out of the box anyways. This one's getting really soft, that brown one is, but this one just has like this, boy, that's deep. You can just feel that. I really like this one. I mean, I like this one too, even if I just like the grain on this one, I think a little bit. You know what? I can't decide. You guys decide on that one, but till next time, good day. Love you guys. And, I have one thing I do need to mention, and I'll do a video on it. YouTube is doing a lot with it seems like they're censoring Christians, stuff like that, so just be aware of that. And so I don't have no monetization, which is not really a big deal. I was making maybe $100 every 2 to 3 months, and that money went towards prison Bibles and occasional date for my wife and I, which is important. If you don't have a healthy marriage, you're not going to have a healthy ministry. So, and now with the nursing home ministry, which I haven't got to say anything about that, I did end up getting rid of a Jot Bible. The man actually, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if you want me to say it, but I got $350. I was able to get a box, a small box of ESVs for one place that were just that's what they were used to, or what the old minister that was there used before. They didn't allow there for a while. They didn't allow any kind of ministry work, and then now they're allowing it again. So I got a small box of ESVs. It's a very small congregation there. And at the other nursing home, I got some King James Bibles, large print. So that's what I use that for, and I still have a lot saved just for gas expenditures and all that stuff. But so without the monetization, it's not a huge deal. In fact, for me, it's really not a big deal. I mean, I usually buy my own stuff anyways, but if I ever want to maybe start a Patreon page, if you guys think that's a good idea, even if you're not interested, let me just tell me straight out. I won't even start a Patreon page if that's not something that you think that'd be a good idea. I could just do it myself. Now, if it gets really heavy, then it'd be nice, maybe here and there, but I'm not even gonna go there because I probably won't do it. But anyways, guys, comparison. This cranberry is awesome. Appreciate y'all for watching. God bless you. Good day. God bless.